How you woofin doing, folks? It's your boy Jake the dog here. As you can see in the title, your boy in this video takes a double imprison against wind and fire in my Keynote Blades KVK. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how I got imprisoned, how to prepare for an imprison of your own, and how to lastly take on the imprison. So let's head straight into this. So as you can see, I'm imprisoned and I'm at low enough power where everyone around my city just wants to swarm me down as they want to make the most of the imprison time and ensure they give me deads. So we're gonna talk about how you can reduce your deads. The first thing you can do is ensure you have a city garrison. This can be an actual commander like I had, like Janziska, or we even have wonderful legendary commanders in Golden Keys like Charles Martel that you can even use him as garrison, and he is great for anti-swarms, especially for this situation. You can even pair that with a commander like YSG, get some AoE, and those are both non-garrison based commanders, and you can use them for this situation. So that's preparing a garrison, check number one. Check number two is making sure your hospital gets cleared and you have all lower tier troops out of your city, as if you have T1, T2, or T3, they will fill up your hospital way before your T4 or T5, causing your hospital to overfill and give those troops deads. So you want to make sure you rally a fort or reinforce a nearby city so you can protect your precious troops. Lastly, what you need to do is just be on top of healing. As you can see, every time they swarm me, my bar is just getting lower, and lower. And as soon as it gets zero, I have a split second to go into my city, spam the heal button, and make sure I get a heal off, as when your city is being attacked, you cannot heal in the process of your city being contested. So you have to make sure you're on top of healing after every batch. And if they start a swarm before you can get a batch, that is when you can get dead troops in this trade. Next, we're going to discuss how I even got into this situation. So you can see I'm on uncontested territory. Our enemies burnt a flag behind where I was on territory at, and I was trying to get back to my city to be able to teleport to the safe zone. And before I could do that, I received an imprison by wind. And as you can tell, I was not anticipating it, as I recorded this offbeat while on my farm account while I was trying to heal and do all of this on my phone. So I was panicking. You have two options when you get imprisoned. One, you tank it out and teleport out, or two, you tank it out until you can pop a bubble. And my issue was I was just cheeseburgering and I had a 10-minute war frenzy, so I just had to take this swarm and try my best to heal and give them as many deads as possible. As that goes into why this is even important, as although I am trading negative throughout this process, all trades they are taking are deads they receive, where I am only taking deads when my hospital overfills, which is positive value. Speaking of positive value, here are the reports of my city being swarmed. Here's the first swarm, 552 sevs to 197k dead. Second swarm, 373k dead to 112k dead. That was a brutal one. Third, 115k dead to 93k dead with the 237 sevs on mine. 415k sevs with the 41k dead to 156k. Starting to go positive. 352k sevs to 102. This is where we start flatlining. 388 sevs to 108k dead. 225k dead, heal left to the 97k dead, negative. 27k dead to 112, getting better. 285k sevs to 106k deads, what we're looking for. 429k sevs to the 110 dead. 389k sevs to the 126. And as you can see, it is me just trying to trace sev runes for dead, and when they get lucky and can swarm me extra and fill my hospital over when I can't get the heal, as heal my hospital gets to 456, and then it fills up by 121 more, and then I start taking dead because we sadly did not have access to our circle either. You were the 18k dead to 177k dead. 432k sevs to the 175k deads. 393k sevs to the 154k. 426k to 144. 125k deads to 162k. So although I still took a lot of deads, in turn, I feel like I gave the enemy a lot more deads. Which although this took lots of speeds to try to hold on to what was left of my troops in my city, I was still able to do as much damage as I could while I was stuck in the double city imprison. But these reports was just nasty. I wish I had more time to prep. Maybe these reports would have done so much better. But it literally happened at like 5 a.m. my time. And there it is. Those are the reports of my double imprison. And in the end, I was able to gain around 150 million KP just by doing that in 15 minutes, with the loss of receiving 1.4 million dead to give the enemy dead as well. So anyways folks, if you love the content, please consider slapping the like button, subscribing, and putting on post notifications so you can always stay tuned, and leaving it there. I hope that all you wonderful people have a good rest of your day, evening, whatever time it is. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Deuces.
Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes.